My boss told me to follow the rules exactly, so I did, and it cost the company thousands. I used to work for a mid-sized logistics company, the kind of place where management loved throwing around phrases like teamwork and flexibility, but in reality, they treated us like disposable cogs. My direct manager, let's call him Brian, was one of those corporate robots who lived to micromanage. If you so much as took a bathroom break 2 minutes longer than usual, he'd write you up. One of my main jobs was processing shipment requests. It was fast-paced with lots of moving pieces. The unofficial rule was that we used our judgment to push things through when clients made small mistakes. For example, if a client typed the wrong code for a shipment, but it was obvious what they meant, we'd just fix it and move on. It kept things smooth and made clients happy. But Brian hated that. He kept insisting, "We have rules for a reason. You are not authorized to correct errors. You must reject incorrect requests, no matter how small the mistake is." I told him that if we did that, shipments would get delayed, clients would be furious, and we'd have a backlog from hell. He looked me dead in the eye and said, "That's not your concern. Just follow the rules. No exceptions." So I did. The very next day, a huge client submitted a request with one small typo in their shipping code. Normally, I'd have fixed it in 5 seconds and moved on, but instead I flagged it as incorrect and rejected it, per the no exceptions rule. The client called, furious. I transferred them straight to Brian. Within hours, more errors started piling up. Wrong formats, missing commas, mismatched codes, stuff that we always corrected behind the scenes. But now, I was rejecting every single one. By the end of the week, we had a mountain of delayed shipments, dozens of angry emails, and multiple clients threatening to pull their business. Brian was drowning in complaints. I could hear him in his office, frantically trying to explain to executives why everything was falling apart. He tried to throw me under the bus, but I pulled out the email chain where he had very clearly told me to reject all errors, no exceptions. That email got forwarded all the way up to upper management. And when they saw the chaos his rule-following caused, Brian got dragged into a brutal meeting. 2 weeks later, he was reassigned to some obscure position that was basically a demotion. Meanwhile, I quietly went back to fixing minor errors like before, and the system smoothed out again. Clients were happy, shipments flowed, and my coworkers started joking, "Don't mess with Nathan, they'll compliance you right out of a job." To this day, I've never had a boss hand me a victory that sweet.